Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video for everybody that watches it to, you know, tell everybody out there that I love you guys and I believe in you and, you're worthy of happiness, you're worthy of love, you're worthy of compassion, and you deserve that. And if people out there in your life aren't doing that for you, if they're not positive, if they're not there for you, you need to maybe cut your losses with people like that, especially people that are negative, that bring you down, or people that just drain your energy and drain your positivity. You need to at least limit yourself from those people if possible, as much as possible. But you're worthy of love, you're worthy of compassion and acceptance and friendship and just the way you are. People should love you and respect you for just the way you are. You shouldn't have to be loved because of who you're going to be or who you might become. No, 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 no. They should love you for who you are right now and everything about you, just the way you are. If people want you to change and it's not a negative thing in your life that you want to change yourself, if people want to make you somebody that you're not, don't ever do that. Like, if it's something to better yourself and you want that for your life, go for it. You deserve to be the best possible you in the world. But if somebody wants to change you and you love yourself and you know you're a good person, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be around people like that. I'd rather be alone than be around the wrong people. That's why I'm such a loner. I don't have much friends. I just talk to other people that have issues like me. I can't find anybody because I don't make enough money and I'm disabled and shit. So it's really hard to find relationships, but it's even harder to find a friend, actually, that's a real legitimate friend. But, you know, I kind of push people away, though, myself, because I feel like I'm that negative person. So I like to push people away before it kind of falls apart from that. But you are worthy of love and happiness. You are, no matter who you are right now, especially if you're being honest and a good person. You're a good person. Like, don't ever change for anybody else. Only do it for yourself if you feel like you want to better yourself. For yourself, though. Don't do it for other people. And don't change anything about you that you feel is like, if you're a good person and someone wants to change you to be somebody else, don't push them to do that. Because I've had like that in my relationship from the beginning. She always wanted me to be somebody else that I'm not. Well, not at the beginning, actually. It was, things were good, but something changed. I think she just changed and I'm the same person, but things happen, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, don't put yourself out there around negative people that drain you of your positive energy, or at least limit yourself to those people and realize that you are a good person just the way you are. Don't change for anybody. Try to be the best you can be. And if there's things not good in your life, well, and you want to change them, then change those things. But don't ever change to be somebody you're not, to try to mold to somebody else's wants. They're not worth it. They'll never love you for who you are truly. They'll always want you to be somebody different. It's true. If somebody in a relationship's with you and they want you to change, and you do, and then they're still not happy, and you try to change, so much so, you barely recognize yourself anymore, right? Like, those people are out there. They constantly want you to be somebody you're not. Like, you're just never good enough for them. Like, it doesn't matter. And that's not the right person for you, just not. Like, the person should love you, money or not, sickness and health. Like, you want somebody like that, right? You don't want someone shallow. I hate people that are just about money, for example. Like, I can't find any women that just want to date a broke guy. Like, I'm broke. I'm, pretty broken. Like, I'm disabled and stuff. I've been out of the dating game like 21 years. Been with the same woman 21 years. I was in love and until I was cheated on, but that's a different story. But you can't be somebody you're not, and you shouldn't change to be somebody you're not for somebody else. Just be yourself, and if they can't accept that, then move on. There's somebody else out there that will. They'll love you for you, broke or broken or whatever. There's somebody out there that's for you. Don't settle for anything less. Don't just settle for things. Go out there and make the change. And if you have to, just work on yourself for a while. That's okay. It's hard being lonely, I know, trust me. I feel that way for a long time. But sometimes it's good just to work on yourself for a while. But I'm out there for you. I'm here for you. If you ever need to, I probably don't know you in person, obviously, but if you're watching this video and you need somebody to talk to, you can reach out to me. I'll leave my information in the comments below. I'll leave my phone number, my Facebook profile, so you can hit me up on Messenger and things. If you need somebody to talk to, if you're depressed, lonely, anything, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I've been through a lot. I was molested when I was 7 years old. That was really hard. By 3 teenagers in my old neighborhood. It was difficult. That's when I became suicidal. I thought about suicide throughout kindergarten. It's true. And I've been hospitalized like 13 times for like suicide attempts and ideation. And I don't mean to laugh at that. I'm laughing at the amount. Like, that's crazy. 13, 14 times now. Well, I got bipolar, panic attacks, anxiety, PTSD, ADD. Did I say anxiety and panic attacks? Maybe I forgot one of them in there. But yeah, I've been through a lot. That and then a skydiving accident in 2002. I hit a tree at 50 miles an hour. I was stuck in the tree for an hour and a half. My leg was completely ripped backwards. I said my goodbyes to everybody. I blacked out, thought I had died. And I came to, and somehow my arm was wrapped around a branch. And my other arm was wrapped around my wrist. And I hung on for an hour and a half. And my legs were completely black from gangrene. And so they finally get a fire truck out there because it was like in the middle of the woods. And the ladder wasn't long enough, so they had to get another truck out there. So they extend the ladder and finally get me down out of the tree after an hour and a half. My legs were black. My foot's ripped backward. They get me in the ambulance. The guy's trying to cut away my boot. It hurt so bad. He's like, don't look. And I'm like, no, I have to see. He cuts away my boot. My foot's ripped completely backward. My shin bone is snapped into two, sticking out of my shin. And I'm like, you're right. I didn't want to look. I shouldn't have. So they get me to a clinic, not even a hospital, a clinic, because this is like in Wisconsin. And I have Medicaid at the time, which is like Illinois healthcare type stuff. So they get me to a clinic in Wisconsin, relocate my ankle, ship me down by ambulance an hour and a half drive away to my hometown in McHenry, Illinois, from Wisconsin, East Troy, Wisconsin. Hour and a half drive by ambulance, right? No helicopter flight, no hospital stay in Wisconsin, Illinois. So they drive me down here. They put me in a drug-induced coma for 2 weeks because of all the shock I was in and stuff. It was going to kill me. So, and the pain. So they put me in a coma for 2 weeks. And I woke up to 17 screws and 3 plates in my right ankle. And I used to be a black belt in martial arts. I was at 140 pounds, like totally good, like best shape of my life. I was DJing and making good money back then. I'm a DJ and a producer. I even opened up for Daft Punk in 1997. And so I was doing pretty good DJ-wise. And as being a black belt, I was going to open my own martial arts school and teach kids. I love teaching kids. We would change these kids to turn in from somebody to disrespect their parents, getting bad grades, and had no friends to, like, totally something different watching bloom. It was awesome. It was really cool. Very rewarding. But after the accident, I tried going back to karate. I couldn't do it. It was so hard. But then my hip broke because I have necrosis in my bones. I found out a few years later that because of the gangrene, my legs, my bones, excuse me, were dying away from bone decaying and loss. And so I had to have hip replacement surgery. They tried putting some fake cement in there to buy me some time. It only got me a year, and it broke in my sleep. I was trying to roll over, put my arm around my wife, during the night, and it broke in my sleep, man. And she didn't even believe me because, like, she was like, "We're sleeping, we're in bed, and it broke." And I don't believe you. Like, yeah, it broke. So I got the hip replacement. Now I need my other hip replaced soon, and both of my knees. And I'm not looking forward to another hip replacement in both of my knees when I already have 17 screws and 3 plates in my right ankle. Then I had a fusion surgery done on my ankle where they added more hardware to try to make it less painful. So they added like 3 more plates and 2 more screws. So now it's like 20 screws and like 5 plates or something ridiculous like that. And then a fake hip. And now I have to get my other hip replaced in both knees. And man, trying to explain disability to some of these women out there, they just don't understand. And my bones are getting worse and worse. My body, I'm in chronic pain. I've been for 21 years and it's actually getting worse, not better. And these people think like, well, why aren't you working and stuff like that? And it was 21 years ago. And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, there's days that I can barely get out of bed to go to the bathroom in time, you know? And there's plenty of days where I'm thinking about suicide, not because I want to die. But I get tired of the pain and I want it to go away and I want to get away from it. And it just doesn't go away and it's getting worse. But, so I've been through a lot. Don't mean to tell my whole life story. There's even more things in between that. Lost my friend to a heroin overdose right in my own arms. Couldn't save him. That bothers me. I've been 6 years clean now, thank God. But then, finding my mom passed away, I couldn't help her. That hit me hard. And my dad passing away from cancer was difficult. And my dad's friend committed suicide and blew his brains out in the backyard. And I had to clean that up so my friend wouldn't see it. I didn't want him seeing his dad's brains everywhere. So I cleaned that up, and man, I can still have nightmares from that. I'll wake up, PTSD, just a bad dream from it, and I'll feel like there's brain matter all over my clothes again. Screwed up stuff. Gotta quit smoking. It's crazy, though, what trauma can do to us. It, like, warps us, man, and it makes us totally different. Somebody we're not anymore, and it's hard. So I'm just saying I know what it's like to be in rough situations. We all have a story. It's just a little different for everybody. Those are my main bad parts of my life that cause PTSD and trauma. That's one reason I turned to drugs, to get away from that trauma. I think that's why most people use. I don't really think it's too much to do with the euphoria. That's part of it, some of it, of course. But I think most of it's to escape, to self-medicate, to get away from that trauma that's torturing you in your life, whether it be physical, spiritual, or pain and physical matters, like I said, mental health or spiritual even. If you're suffering from trauma of some kind, a lot of people like to turn to substances to numb it or, make it more dealable so they can deal with it or get away from it for a little while, kind of a vacation, if you will, a temporary vacay. I think that's why a lot of people abuse drugs, at least most of them. But anyway, I just want to say I'm here for you guys. You do deserve happiness, love, and compassion and understanding and friendship. You deserve those good things in your life. Seek them out from the good people. There's people out there that, that'll be good for you and good matches for you. Don't settle for less or anything but what you really, really, follow your heart and you'll do okay. Don't fall into these scammers either. I've ran into so many scammers looking for relationships online. I won't even talk to people unless they video call with me at least once or twice, because you need to make sure they're really who they are. You know, I had this one person in Africa, a guy playing as a woman and things, and that really messed with me. That was like a month long. I was talking to this person, and I totally thought it was somebody else. And I was like, what the hell? The whole thing has been a lie, and it's a guy I've been talking to. That really felt screwed up and messed up. I mean, I have nothing against gay people, but I'm not gay. Sorry. And that just screwed with me, man. I'm like, I've been talking to a dude this whole time. Like, that was the biggest betrayal I felt. Like, what the hell? That's just disgusting to me. It really is. Like I said, nothing against gay people. I really don't, but not me. I'm sorry. I don't like talking to other men sexually like that. And if you're gonna like pretend to scam people as a guy, why not scam women? I mean, you shouldn't scam anybody. But if you're a straight guy, do you really want to like talk sexually to other men just for their money? How like desperate for money do you have to be to do that if you're a straight man? What kind of straight man would talk sexually to another straight man pretending to be a woman? Like, even for money. Like, I don't care if and that's another thing. Don't give up money to anybody. Like, even if you meet them, you shouldn't until you really get to know them and like know that it's a real thing they need money for or something. But don't just give money to people online that you never met. I never gave anybody money like that once. Not even $5. No. I want to get to know the person first, make sure they're legit. Don't settle for anything less than that. Make sure the people are real, make sure they're legit and and their intentions. Just be cautious and careful out there. And if you need any friend to talk to, anybody in the comments down here, we're all blue family here. We fall but we get back up, and we're here for one another. That's what we do. That's why I spread Blue October's message. I met Justin 6 times, fortunately, out of 8 times I've seen them in concert now. And I told him about my sobriety the first time I met him, and he told me how he was so proud of me and I should be proud of myself. And he said he cared about me, and he said he loved me and I mattered to him. And he said that he believed in me. He said, keep up the good fight. And he said he believed in me and that I could do it. And I've been sober 6 years. And every year I see Justin now. I see him at least once a year live. And every time I see him, he remembers me. Out of everybody, he remembers me. And like, hey, man, another year. Are you still sober? And I'll tell him, he's like, congratulations. He'll say, give me a hug again. And he'll say he loves me again and how proud of me he is and how much he cares about me. He even says prayers for me at the end. He said a prayer for me. The first time I met him, he says a prayer for me. And he says, I really, really love and care about you. And that really hit me. And every time I want to use, I just think about what he told me. And it makes me forget about it just temporarily enough to say, no, not this time. Just not right now. I don't have to use just today. Thanks, Justin. I wouldn't be here without you, man. And I think a lot of people listening to this video that are Blue October fans can say the same thing. And that's why I promote blues messages so much, because we should be there for one another. And we should respect one another and be there for each other. And, so if anybody needs anything at all, you can reach out to me. Any way you feel comfortable. You can leave it in the comments and I'll read it and I'll get back to you. I read all my comments. Or you can call me or text me, even if you don't know me. That's fine. Text me up and say, hey, my name's blah, blah. I saw your video and I want to talk to you. I got this problem, whatever. It can be about anything either, right? I've been through so much. Like I said, I understand hardship. I understand sobriety. I understand drug addiction. I understand mental health being messed up and the ups and downs of it. So if anybody out there really needs some help, feel free to reach out to me, especially if you're feeling suicidal. Hopefully you can call, an ambulance or something else. But if you need to reach out to anybody, anytime, anywhere you can to me. And I don't mind by any manner. I'll leave you my Instagram information, my Facebook information. I'll leave you my cell phone information, which will be my regular cell phone, so you can call me or text me. I'll leave you every contact information I have available. And if you want to reach out by any method, feel free to do so, about any manner. Even if you don't have a friend to listen to you at the time, anything, reach out to me if you need somebody. I love you guys out there. Sorry for the long rants, but I love you guys, and I just wanted to tell you how much you're worthy of love and affection and attention. You're worthy of those things, and you deserve happiness. You do, and don't settle for less. Don't just settle for somebody that barely loves you or somebody that does, don't settle for those things. Don't just get comfortable and say, well, there's nobody better out there for me and I'll never find it. If you have doubts in your relationship, if they're that bad where you're not getting love or affection and things anymore, maybe it's time to start either working on yourself, by yourself, or find somebody new. Don't settle for less, and don't settle for, don't settle for nothing. Pick your friends and your relationships wisely, and if you guys need anybody, though, I'm here, okay? And I understand a lot of issues and problems, like I said, and I can understand where people are coming from, and I'm here for you. And even if you want to talk to anybody else, even if it's not me, leave a message in the comments, and somebody else in the comment section will talk to you, I'm sure. So I'm just letting you know I'm here for you if you need me. And I'm just letting you know why I spread the message of blue, because I probably wouldn't be here without Justin. So I'm so grateful. I like to spread his music because of what it did for me. So even if I could bring one more fan to the table to them by them seeing my channel, that's fine. That's all that matters to me. If I can reach one person and help them positively in a positive manner, then this channel has done its purpose. Because that's all I want. I want to help people. I want to let them know they're not alone out there. And I want to spread the message of Blue October like he's helped me. So, I love you guys all out there. Don't settle for anything less than your happiness, okay? You deserve it. I love you, and I'm here for you if you should need anybody. Don't feel like you don't have anybody. You have me. I'm your friend. I love you, and I believe in you. Start believing in yourself. I love you guys. Take care. God bless you all. I hope you all have a blessed day, and may the sun shine for you guys. Bye. Love you.